You're the one that submitted the complaint? Probably not. But keep in mind, this has to be deliberate manipulation of the job announcement. This cannot be the hiring manager messed up, or it could be considered an HR error. There's a difference between an administrative error, an HR error, and then completely clear manipulation. So how do hiring managers do this? Well, number one, they do something called resume mirroring. So what they'll do is they'll go to somebody that already works in the office that they're trying to promote, or could even be a contractor that works on the team. Okay, you're the contractor, right? Let me see your resume. I look at your resume, me being the hiring manager, I'm looking at your resume, and I can tell you've been on certain projects. You have familiarity with certain software. So I pull out those software names, I pull out those projects, and that becomes part of the specialized experience that is required for this job announcement. So that is resume mirroring. Sometimes you go on USAJobs.gov, you look through a job announcement, and you're like, my God, this is awfully specific. How can this be so specific? Especially when it comes to having knowledge of software systems that you would not have knowledge of unless you worked in the organization. DoD is a big one that does this oftentimes. How are you supposed to have so much experience using this software and it's only for DoD employees and they're hiring open to the public? That doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's one way that they can do it. The second way is the hiring authority hop. Okay, so an agency posts a job announcement open to the public. Then somebody applies, highly qualified person applies, they get 105 out of 100. How do they get 105? Because they get the +5 veterans preference in this hypothetical. So they're 105 out of 100. Then another person, internal favorite, they only score a 90 out of 100. Well, that's not going to work. So what can we do? Well, we tell HR,